So, can I have a volunteer? My deadline is, and you can make it up right now if you want, my best writing habit is, and my friends and family know. Now, if your friends and family don't know yet, just make it up and you can go home and make an announcement. Can I have a volunteer?
Yeah, if they don't get around to it as soon as I finish writing.
My husband knows that I'm always
Come on up, Linda.
I'm drifting away.
Come on up, Linda.
My husband knows that I drift. My mind goes, oh, you're drafting me.
Well, you're dreaming up stories and thinking.
Yeah, I go away. He says, what planes have you gone to today?
Do you have a deadline?
Do I have a deadline? I'm going to put down September 2011 to get my latest novel. I just barely started it, so
Okay, Linda,
completed.
come over here, look into the camera.
Oh, hi, camera.
Linda is committing to the deadline of?
September 2011 for I Pray for Patience, God Gave Me Children, the novel.
Excellent. and we have a third thing here. What is your best writing habit?
My best writing habit is probably I'm very nurturing to other people, but now I got to start being nurturing to myself.
Excellent. Excellent.
Does that work?
Hot tea, chocolate, whatever it takes.
No, to get it done.
Someone else.
Oh, what's that? When I finish writing.
Yeah, my name is, my deadline is.
I could have sworn I was up here a minute ago. Name is Roy. My deadline, December 31st, 2011.
December 31st, 2011.
December
Okay.
31st, 2011.
On the working title of?
Ending. Title
Ending.
pending.
Okay.
My best writing habit is the fact that I'm almost never forgetting about it. Literally, if I'm driving, listening to a song, oh, that'll fit in the book. If I'm going to sleep, I'll sit there for about 3 hours thinking about it while I have my eyes closed.
Excellent. And your friends and family know what about you?
That I'm crazy.
Okay, well, that's great that you're crazy. What's that have to do with your writing?
Isn't that right?
Are you saying we're all crazy?
Are you saying you're not?
Okay, so we're all crazy and you write about crazy things and the creativity is what comes out in the writing.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you, Roy. Okay. Best writing habits. And you know, he just said something too. So, my slice in my thumb last night, this would not stop bleeding. We were going to go to Solantic. I was holding it up in the air, squeezing my wrist to stop it. And my husband said, should we go to Solantic? I'm like, go ahead and call. Anyway, it was 8:45 and they were about to close in a few minutes, so we didn't. And I'm like, this is really awful, but yeah, I'm writing one of these chapters in my book for sustainable collections. Some people collect guns or knives, and I realized, oh my gosh, I collect scissors. I have sewing scissors and paper scissors and my herb scissors and my gardening scissors, and I wasn't even, so I was like, oh, okay, I guess that's why that happened. I can put this in my book. So you're right, we're thinking and drafting, and everything that happens in our lives we can use for material. So whatever it takes. One other magazine I just want to bring up really quick, Writer's Journal. This is kind of a good one, and you know, this one, there was a good article in here about time management. There's Don Hensley. He talks about, there's 3 places where a writer can be. Number 1, you have a full-time job and no time to write. Number 2, you got all the time in the world to write and no money from your writing. Or number 3, now you've become a successful writer and you're busy at conferences and book signings and marketing and doing press releases and, you know, selling your books and doing all those kinds of things. So anyway, there's always really good articles in here, and then he talks about different strategies. And so for example, once you do reach that success, he talks about taking your family to the conferences and so forth. So I like these magazines because they encourage me when I hear stories from other writers, and I get the tips. So that's another one I really like. And I want to share one more resource with you. This is a guy named Jeff Ballo. So far he has written 1 book. I emailed him after I wrote this book. He has a website. He's actually a screenwriter. He has a book called Writing Fast. This is on the bottom of your sheet too. One of the book resources. When I read this book early this year, you know how things come to you just when you need them? This book came just at the right time because I had set that goal for 1,000 words a day, and I was thinking, oh, this is going to be a drag. It's going to take me an hour or two because I was thinking, oh, I'm going to write perfect words. But this book, Writing Fast, he talks about the importance of, he has a strategy in here that he calls talktation. And talktation is, as you're writing, you're actually writing out loud like this. So I could be writing a book right now and I'm thinking about my words. Now, I don't even actually talk out loud anymore. I did in the beginning, because he suggests in the beginning you actually talk out loud as you're writing your book, but you don't let your fingers go faster than your brain. Because where we get lost in our writing is where we're thinking about a sentence and then we let our brain go, oh yeah, rabbit trails, oh, where was I? I got to start all over. And the other thing he talks about is how you have to keep it up every day, because if you keep on your work every day, you don't have to wonder where you were if you're picking it up from last week, right? You already remember what the characters did last night because you just dreamt about them, and then you got another idea, and so the next day you pick up and you hurry up and you just, as fast as you can. His writing speed, how many of you here know your writing speed right now? I write anywhere from 60 to 70 words on a good day, especially if I write fresh in the morning with coffee and I'm all positioned right and I'm with my laptop. I can nail out 70 words a minute. 70 words a minute. So my 1,000 words takes me about 14 to 16 minutes. And that's talktation, okay? This is not thinking. This is, I'm thinking about my story and I'm writing it all down and I'm typing it right now. For me, I write the quickest, best, fast. If I have my legs up, I'm sitting in a chair, my laptop's right here, and my hands are kind of small, so my laptop works better for me. When I'm on my keyboard and at my desk, I can still do 60, 65, but I usually don't reach 70 because my keyboard's a little bigger. Actually, I want to get a better keyboard where I can fly a little faster because I still have to press a little harder. It's nothing like those old typewriters we had to use there, right? Anyway, time yourself. I time myself every day. I kind of keep track. When I do my 1,000 words, I time it. And I realize now, too, that I can keep doing more and more. So, the next section is the actual writing part.